and welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome back to the channel here today, guys. Now, of course, right now with the Euros going on, not a huge amount of Barca news happening as of right now, but some big news though I do want to discuss with you about Mikayil Faye, because big reports coming out today from Fabrizio Romano, so very reliable sources here saying that Porto are on the verge of submitting a formal bid to Barca for Mikayil Faye for around 15 million euros. And this week, talks will be taking place there between Barca and Porto about the future of Mikayil Faye, with that 15 million bid set to be on the table. And I want to just start by saying, guys, for me, that is obviously too cheap. That there is obviously not really enough money for us to be saying, oh, well, that's a great deal for Mikayil Faye. You know, he's only 19 years old. He's shown already very promising signs. He's got big potential, loads of interest in him, so many different clubs interested. But remember that Barca have this sort of good relationship with Porto because of these Jorge Mendes links. But what I want to say about this deal and about that price tag is that there may certainly be more to this deal than meets the eye, because that's always the case with Barca, and especially in this current FFP situation that we find ourselves in La Liga, all deals, they can become quite complex, because Barca, according to Romano, they would want a buyback clause in that deal, so they don't really want to outright sell Faye, lose control of the player. They would be happy here this summer to sell him on paper for 15 million euros. Then maybe that buyback wouldn't even be that much more. So what we are actually saying here is that maybe Barca are willing to let Mikayil Faye go out to get that money in now. They get 15 million immediately, important income for the club. And of course then further down the line, if he goes on to impress, if he goes on to explode there and turns into a fantastic centre-back, the option is there to buy him back maybe for not much more than you've effectively sold him for. And by that time, Barca are hoping that they'll be in a better financial situation, that maybe when that time comes, a few million there just to get that money in now won't really make all that much difference. And I think also at Barca right now, they are thinking that if we remain with the players that we have, if you've got Araujo at the club next season, if you've got Koundé, Christensen, Inigo Martinez, and of course Pau Cubarsí, he's exploded onto the scene. If you've got all of those centre-backs, is Mikayil Faye going to get the game time that he needs to grow, to develop? I think Faye as well, he's had his doubts. We've heard that in recent weeks here, that he's looking at the first team, not really sure whether he'll get that chance. He wants to be playing at the top level, a higher level there than what Barca Athletic can offer him. And I think right here, it's an interesting deal. It's a complex one. On the face of it, you look at it and say, okay, it's not enough. We need more than 15 million. There's lots of clubs interested. He's a top talent. Why are we going to sell him for that? But with Barca, you look further into that deal, the fact that we'll have that buyback, the fact that we'll effectively keep control of the player, and we'll still have that option if he goes on to become the player that we hope that he does, because he could well go and be a top centre-back. And of course further down the line as well, some of those centre-backs I've just listed at the club right now, they may not be here in the future. There may be a spot open up for Faye. Barca may exercise that buyback option, but let's wait and see how those talks with Porto progress. Do let me know, guys, in the comments down below there. Do you like the deal? Can you understand Barca's point of view? Or would you be saying right now, don't worry about any offer, don't worry about the money coming in, find a place for Mikayil Faye? Is he ready to make that step up now? And should we be doing more to facilitate that move to the first team? Do let me know, guys, in the comments down below. We're going to be talking more about this deal as it progresses, but I will catch you soon, of course. Whenever anything new breaks, I'll be right here. Thank you indeed for all of your support, but until next time, as always, Vizca El Barça.